Hello, my name is Quadro Nkrumah, a second year economics student here at Florida A&M University, and today I'll just be showing a few ways to memorize the unit circle. So first off, we know that the x and y from the unit circle is the cosine and the sine. So I'll just label that right here, cosine slash sine, x and y. So you just divide your circle into 4 equal parts, and if you can complete the first quadrant of the unit circle, it will be pretty much easy to finish the rest of the unit circle. But one of the most important things too is you have to know the first 4 points as well. So I'll just go ahead and label the first 4 points. So these are the coordinate points. So the reason why you have the negatives and the positives is because of the quadrants and the x and the y axis. Alright, so this right here is 360. It starts at 0 degrees, 360 degrees, and then you have the radians as well, which is 2 pi. Or you can add 0 pi as well for the radians. So for this particular point, everything is complete. You have your coordinate points, you have your degrees, and then you have your radians. So you could go ahead and list everything else. So this is 90 degrees right here. This right here is 180 degrees. $180 degrees. You have 270 degrees. Right here. Alright. The radius right here is 2 pi over 3. Yeah. Oh, actually 3 pi over 2. The radius for 180 degrees is pi. The radius for 90 degrees is pi over 2. This is a 45-degree angle. You have 2 other angles as well. So you can just do it, but where you can memorize it, you can just do 30, 15, 30, 30. So this right here will be 30 degrees. This will be 45 degrees. And this will be 60 degrees. So it makes sense from 0, you add 30, you add 15, 15, and then 30. And the coordinate points for these, it's real easy. You just have to memorize it. So I'll just do it quickly. You can do 1, 2, 3. Then you can do 1, 2, 3, and then you can just divide everything by 2. And then after that, you square everything but the 1. And as far as the knowing which quadrant is negative or positive, we all know that this quadrant right here is positive, positive. This quadrant is a negative and a positive. This quadrant is negative and negative. This quadrant is x is positive and negative. Okay, so once you figure out, so now we have pi over 2 for we have the radians. Now we got to find the radians for these 3 points. So you will go pi over 3, pi over 4, and pi over 6. Right. So now once you filled out this, so we pretty much filled out this whole quadrant right here, and now it makes it easier to finish the rest of the circle. So I'll just go right here to this quadrant on this side. I'll bring this over a little bit. So as far as the degrees, the same rule applies. You go 30, 15, 15, 30. So 90 plus 30 is 120. Then you add 15, 135. And then 15 is 150. And then plus 30 is 180. And then as far as the coordinate points, you do this. You put the same thing, but the only thing you change is the pretty much the negation, like if it's negative or positive. So you do the same thing. You go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You divide everything by 2. And then you square everything but the ones. And so this side is a negative, so you just the cosine slash the x's on this side is negative, so you just make those points negative. And then as far as the radians, you follow the same thing. Pi over 3, pi over 4, pi over 6. You put the same thing right here. Pi over 3, pi over 4, pi over 6. But you have to memorize that. You can just add a 2, 3, and a 5 right here to complete that. Now you halfway through with the circle. So we're gonna go to the 1, 2, 3, third quadrant. In this quadrant, so you follow the same rule. 15, well 30, 15, 15, 30. So now you have 210, 225, 250, I believe. I mean 240, 240, and 270. So 30, 15, 15. Alright. As far as the radians, you pretty much, I'll come back to the radians. I'll just do this coordinate points. So with the coordinate points, you just flip them. Instead of doing the same thing, you flip the x and the y's. So yeah, you just have 3 over 2. Yeah, you just flip them. 1 over 2 is the same. 1 over 2. 3 over 2. Then you negate everything because the negative is for both of them. You negate everything. As far as the radians, you're gonna do pi over 3, pi over 4, pi over 6, and then you just you have to memorize that. You have to go 4, 5, and 7. Yeah, 4, 5, and 7. And then for the last circle, you do 30, 15, 15, 30. So you go 300, 315, 330. You do the coordinate points. You just flip them like how you did this side. So you go 3 over 2, 1 over 2, 2 over 2. There you go, 1 over 2. And then the negatives on the sign or the y. So you just negate those sides. And for the radians, you pretty much will do the same thing. Pi over 3, pi over 3, pi over 4, pi over 6. Over 6. And then you just have to memorize that you have to go 5, 7, 11 on the numerator. 5, 7, 5, 7, 11 on the numerator. So pretty much this is how you can memorize the unit circle, and you can go on like YouTube and watch other videos and learn from other people and how they do it. Thank you.